everyone, I'm Annie Xavier. Today I'm very grateful that I've been invited to the Thermomix office to do a Facebook Live to showcase 2 recipes to you all. I actually got my first Thermomix as a Mother's Day gift from my husband, which is dated back to 2014. So roughly about 7 years I have owned the Thermomix. And I've been an advisor for a year, but I found out that my passion is more into cooking, and I started to develop recipes. Of course, I start with cooking for my family and my children, but eventually the number of followers in my Facebook page start to grow, and that's when I realized I need to document and start publishing my recipes into cookbooks. So this is my journey. Of course, I enjoy cooking with Thermomix. I have 3 Thermomix machines at home. I have all the models, TM31, TM5 and TM6. Today I'll be showing you how to make a dessert, which is a Pandan Panna Cotta with Gula Melaka syrup. It's a recipe from my Volume 4 cookbook. Alright, this is the Volume 4 cookbook. So, I prepared all the ingredients here. Later I will explain what are they. And after the dessert, I will cook a chunky shepherd's pie. This is my family's favorite. Yep, it's very delicious. It's unlike the shepherd's pie that you had outside. I added a little more depth of flavor to the shepherd's pie. I will show you how to make a roux. Okay, so this is a recipe from my Volume 6 cookbook. Okay, but we will start by cooking the panna cotta first because that needs time to set, right? But don't worry, I have make ahead something to show you later. But now I will show you how to make it, alright? So let's take a look at the ingredients first. First of all, we need 400 grams of whipping cream, okay? And then we need 150 grams of coconut milk, 150 grams of full cream milk, 20 grams of sugar, 4 teaspoons of gelatin powder. Then we have here 50 grams of pandan juice extract. Later on I will show you how to make it. And a little bit of vanilla. Okay, so to make the Gula Melaka syrup, we need 100 grams of chopped Gula Melaka. Remember to use good quality Gula Melaka that smells good, yeah? And we need 100 grams of water. Let me get the water first. Okay, so these are the ingredients that we need to make our dessert today, yep? Oh yeah, so I have already cook ahead the Gula Melaka syrup, but of course I'll show you how to make this as well. This one is already cooked and cooled down, okay? So remember, when you want to serve the Pandan Panna Cotta, you don't pour the hot syrup, you have to cool it down. So this is the make ahead version that I have cooked earlier on and cooled down. So let's start by showing you how to get the pandan juice extract, yeah? So of course we need fresh, clean pandan leaves. So yeah, let's set the machine at speed 10 and remove the MC cup, okay? So let's set it at speed 10. Okay, and this whole bunch, you just put it in, okay? And it's done. Okay, let me show you, yeah? And it's done. So this is how you blend your pandan leaves, okay? So this is how it should look like. And from here, we add about 50 grams of water, and then we will strain out the pandan. Let's weigh in 50 grams of water. Yeah, okay. So this is, and then we will remove the pulp and strain out the juice, and we will get our 50 grams of pandan juice extract. That's all we need. We need 50 grams only, okay? So let me do this first. I'll come back, okay? Okay, So I have cleaned the bowl, briefly rinsed the bowl, put it back. And so let's start by making the Pandan Panna Cotta. It's very easy. All you need to do is to place all the ingredients into the TM bowl to cook for 7 minutes at 60 degrees Celsius, speed 2. Okay, so perhaps I repeat what are all the ingredients to put inside here. So we need 400 grams of whipping cream. Let's put in. Then 150 grams of coconut milk, put in. $150 grams of full cream milk. Our 50 grams of pandan juice extract. $20 grams of sugar. 4 teaspoons of gelatin powder. Just sprinkle like that. Okay. And a little bit of vanilla. Okay. So let's grab a spoon. Okay. Alright. So we are going to cook this for 7 minutes, 60 degrees Celsius, speed 2. Put back our MC cup. 7 minutes. 60 degrees Celsius, speed 2. Okay, so once this is done, we will pour it into ramekins or glass like this. Now, some people will ask, can you remove the panna cotta out? You can, but because panna cotta is a very delicate, very soft, delicate, creamy dessert, so you may not get a very clean look to it. But if you use silicone mold, it will be easier to remove, yeah? Yes, you can remove, but I normally prefer to serve it in ramekins like this or glass, okay? So let's wait for this to cook. And actually, we can cook the syrup now using another machine that I have here on my right. So like I said, to cook the Gula Melaka syrup, we need good quality of Gula Melaka that is being chopped into smaller pieces. We need 100 grams of Gula Melaka and we need 100 grams of water. So that's all to make the Gula Melaka syrup. So we use the machine over here on my right. And let's put in our Gula Melaka and the water. Okay, this is 100 grams of Gula Melaka. Let's weigh 100 grams of water. Okay, 100 grams of water, and we will cook this for 10 minutes at 100 degrees Celsius, speed 3. Okay, 10 minutes, yeah. 100 degrees Celsius, speed 3. Okay, we need to cook this without the MC cup. Right. So this side is cooking the Gula Melaka syrup, and this side is cooking the Pandan Panna Cotta. Okay, and let me go to the fridge and get you the ready Panna Cotta to show you. Okay, give me a second. I'll be back. Okay, these are the ones that I have made ahead to show you. Okay, it is set in the fridge. You need at least 2 hours to set this. Anyway, it is served chilled, and it is always better to eat it when it is cold. Yeah, right out from the fridge. So, and this is the Gula Melaka syrup that I have made ahead. And remember, when you're using Gula Melaka, you always have to pour it through a sieve to take away all those sandy things that is in the Gula Melaka normally. Okay, this is not caster sugar. So normally Gula Melaka, those pure ones will have a bit of sand, so you need to pour it through a sieve. Okay, so remember when you serve Panna Cotta, this dessert, pour the Gula Melaka syrup only when you want to serve it. Okay, if you pour it and not serving it, after a while, it will stain. The Gula Melaka syrup will go through your Panna Cotta and stain your dessert, and it wouldn't look nice to your guest, right? So when you want to serve it, then only you pour the syrup, or best of all, you let the guests to pour the syrup on their own, how much they want. All right, so this is how we eat this dessert. All right, okay. So this is the first recipe that I have showed you. Basically, there are only 3 steps. The first step is to get the extract, the pandan juice extract. And then the second step is to cook the Panna Cotta. And the third step is to cook the Gula Melaka syrup. Very easy, right? And you will get beautiful dessert just like this. Okay, it's a recipe from my volume 4 cookbook. Okay, looks like our Panna Cotta is ready. So let's press. Okay. Now we will pour this into the serving glasses. Okay. And set it in the fridge. So one recipe, 𝐏𝐚𝐧𝐝 makes 6 with a little bit left. So we just divide among them. Yeah. Ta-da! So one recipe makes 6. So that's all from me to show you how to make the Pandan Panna Cotta. I will put this into the fridge to set, and then next I will show you how to make the chunky shepherd's pie. Yeah, so I'll put this in the fridge first. Okay, so I'm back with the sieve. Just about 2 more minutes, and this is ready. Remember, yeah, don't serve a cold dessert with hot syrup. These have to be cooled down, then only you can serve it. Pour it into your Panna Cotta. All right. So this one I've already poured in. So later on, you will notice if this one is left too long without eating, the Gula Melaka syrup will slowly seep into it and stain your beautiful dessert. So always remember, when you want to eat it, when you want to serve it, then only you pour the syrup in. Okay, these are very regular ingredients that you can get from the market, and Malaysia is always very blessed. We can get pandan leaves so easily, so there is absolutely no reason for you to use those essence, those pandan essence. Okay, unless you are in overseas, you cannot get fresh pandan leaves, then you have no choice. But for all of us here in Malaysia and Singapore, we are so blessed that we can get pandan leaves so easily. Always use the genuine ones than the essence, unless you don't have a choice. Okay, 17 seconds more. So if you want to ask me any questions, just ask and I will try my best to reply you. Okay, done. All right, so let's take this. And yeah, we will need to pour this through a sieve to remove all the sands if there is, right? So I'm going to pour this out. Okay. So we are done. So we are done with the first recipe, which is making our dessert. Later on, let me clean up a bit and I will show you the ingredients that we need to make our chunky shepherd's pie. Yeah? So I'll be back soon. So this one, it looks like a lot of ingredients, but actually it's also very easy to make. Okay, so here are all the ingredients that we need to make our chunky shepherd's pie, a recipe from my volume 6 cookbook. Okay, so let's explain a bit about the ingredients and introduce to you what we need to make our chunky shepherd's pie, right? So first of all, to make the filling, we need 700 grams of beef, which I have already cut into small little tiny cubes. Okay, now I don't recommend you to use mince because the texture is really very different if you cut it into small cubes like this. Okay, so you will taste the difference later on. So this beef I'm going to marinate with 1 tablespoon of corn flour, then half a teaspoon of smoked paprika powder, and half a teaspoon of fresh ground black pepper. Okay, later on I will put all this into the 700 grams of the beef. Okay, apart from the beef, we need 120 grams of shredded carrots. Okay, now again, I don't blend it in the Thermomix. I prefer to shred it manually. If you ask why can we don't do this, I suppose you can blend it in the Thermomix, but my preference, I prefer to shred it. Okay, then we have 160 grams of fresh button mushrooms. I use brown color one, which I've already sliced. Okay, here I have 1 medium-sized onion, which is about 150 grams. I removed the skin and cut into quarters. And then I have 4 cloves of garlic, which I've already peeled the skin as well. 4 cloves of garlic, a fresh sprig of rosemary. This one is from my garden. 1 bay leaf. We need fresh thyme as well. Thyme, the herbs. But I can't get it from the supermarket. So anyway, we will do without it today. To make this filling, to have more depth of flavors, I actually added roux. Okay, I will show you how to make the roux later. To make the roux, we need 30 grams of butter and 2 tablespoons of plain flour. So that's to make our filling. To make the filling, we need a sauce as well. Okay, this is the sauce which I have already mixed ahead. Now, what is in this sauce? 100 grams of water, 3 tablespoons of light soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of tomato ketchup, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of dark soy sauce, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So this is the sauce that we need for our filling. Okay, so this side of the ingredients is to make the mashed potatoes topping. Of course, we need potatoes. I have 600 grams of peeled potatoes here, and I've already cut them into small chunks like this. Then we need 150 grams of full cream milk, this 150 grams. Then we need 50 grams of butter. Okay, this is butter. We also need 50 grams of grated cheese. I use mozzarella here. And 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Alright, so you'll be wondering, what is this cheese doing here? This one is to sprinkle on the pie before we bake. Alright, so these are all the ingredients that we need to make our chunky shepherd's pie. So now let's begin by marinating our 700 grams of beef that is in small cubes. So we add in our 1/2 teaspoon of fresh ground black pepper. Okay, let's add in 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika powder and 1 tablespoon of corn flour. Okay. All right. To mix. Okay, so just marinate this. You can use immediately. You don't need to marinate it for too long. So just mix everything together until well combined. Okay. Okay, looks like it's ready. Right, so let's make the mashed potato first because we need 18 minutes to cook the mashed potatoes. All right, so I think I will use this Thermomix to make the mashed potatoes because the ingredients are over here. So in a clean TM bowl, we are going to add in the potatoes. This is 600 grams, yeah. Add in the potatoes. And then we will add in the butter. Okay, 50 grams. I'll use a spoon. Okay, and what else? We need 150 grams of milk. All right, so add in. All right. And we are going to cook this for 18 minutes at 100 degrees Celsius, speed 2. Okay. Now, I didn't use the butterfly because most of you will ask, why don't use the butterfly when you make mashed potatoes? I don't use because one less item for me to wash. So, lazy step. Anyway, Thermomix is very powerful. So, you don't need the butterfly when you're blending it. So 100 degrees Celsius, 18 minutes, 100 degrees Celsius, speed 2. Yep, speed 2. All right, so now the potatoes are cooking and I will move towards this side to cook the roux, to show you how to make a roux. Okay, let me take something to wipe off my finger first. Just now I touched butter. Okay, to make the roux, we need a pan, a small pan. Okay, we do this on the stove. Okay, we need a small pan. And the roux is actually very simple, just 30 grams of butter and 2 tablespoons of plain flour, all right? So we are going to heat up the butter. Let me turn on this. Okay, so just heat up the butter. So cook until the butter has melted, then only you add in your 2 tablespoons of flour. Okay, so add in the flour now. 2 tablespoons of plain flour. So you keep stirring and you will cook until it starts to brown, okay? And you start to get a very nice nutty, buttery aroma. So this is the roux. So give it a bit of time. Cook until it starts to brown, yeah? Just give it a minute more, all right? Now you can start to smell the very nice nutty aroma coming from the roux, right? It looks okay already. They start browning already, especially the side. Now quickly turn off the heat. Okay, now this is how you make a roux, okay? With this thing, it really brings your shepherd's pie into a whole new level. Yep. So let's remove these. Let's see. Alright, so I am going to take away this stove and put it here. Alright, just give me a second. Okay, so yeah, the roux is done. Our sauce is done. Okay, the sauce I already repeated to you just now. It's just 100 grams of water, 3 tablespoons of light soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of tomato ketchup, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of dark soy sauce, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So this is the sauce. Okay, put here. Now we're going to make the filling, yeah? So first of all, we place the garlic and the onion into the TM bowl to chop, all right? So let's put our a medium-sized onion, which is about 150 grams. You cut it into quarters. All right, and 4 cloves of garlic. All right, 4 cloves of garlic. So we are going to chop this for 5 seconds at speed 5. Okay. Okay. So we are going to scrape down. And add in our butter. Oh yeah, I forgot to get, we need 20 grams of butter. Let me go and get my butter. I missed out this part. So we are going to saute with 20 grams of butter, but let me get the butter first, yeah? Okay, so sorry about it. I forgot the 20 grams of butter that we need to saute the onion and the garlic. So add in our 20 grams of butter now. And we are going to add in the carrots as well. So I have here 120 grams of shredded carrot. So add in as well. Okay. And now we are going to saute this for 4 minutes at 100 degrees Celsius. Reverse speed 1. Reverse speed 1. Okay, so we are going to saute the chopped garlic, the chopped onion, and our shredded carrot, 120 grams, with 20 grams of butter here for 4 minutes, 100 degrees Celsius, reverse speed 1. Okay? Yes, our roux is ready. It smells good. Smells nutty, and it's very important to make this recipe to taste Not like those sell outside. Definitely tastes better with this added roux. Okay, so now you know how to make roux, which is very simple. Just cooking flour and butter together and you get roux. Okay, this is a nice brown color that we will add into here later on. Okay, I will tidy up some of the things that are not needed and I'll be back. I really hope that you will try out this recipe because it pleases the children and the adults. Everybody will love it. I believe if you make this, your family will be very happy. So yeah, it should look something like this. Okay, it's a recipe from my volume 6 cookbook. All right. You can purchase the cookbooks, of course, from my website, or if you're unsure how to get it, you can just PM me in my Facebook page. You can follow me on Instagram. Yeah, I go by the name of Annie Xavier Kitchen. So if you have any questions that you are unsure of, you can always ask me. I may not have the answer to all the questions that you ask, but I always try my best to share with you what I know, yeah, my cooking experience. Okay, yeah, just in time. This one is ready. So let's read along what we need to do next. Okay, add in the rest of the ingredients except the roux and the sauce mixture to cook for 15 minutes. So let's add in our sauce first. Okay. Right, add in our sauce, add in our meat. Okay, add in our meat. Okay, and now we will add in the rosemary, just the leaves. This is how you should take out just the leaves. Right, just remove. This one we don't need. Okay, this one we don't need. 1 bay leaf, 160 grams of sliced button mushroom. Okay, now give everything a stir first. Try to loosen the meat a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Looks okay. So now we are going to cook this for 15 minutes, 100 degrees Celsius, reverse speed 1. So let's cook this for 15 minutes. All right. Okay, let me tidy up the counter a bit. I like to clean up as I cook. Too messy, I don't know how to cook. Okay, I will bring this over to the sink, wash my hands, and come back with, come back again, yeah? So give me a minute. We need to cook this quite long actually, as I read on my own recipe. Now we are cooking for the 15 minutes, 100 degrees Celsius, reverse speed 1. After that, we need to continue to cook for another 18 minutes at Varoma temperature to reduce the sauce, yep. Then only we add in the roux and cook for the last 2 minutes. So this filling actually takes a bit of time, but I assure you, with the Thermomix, it's actually very easy because you don't need to stir. Thermomix is stirring for you. So it saves up a lot of your time. So in fact, at this time, if you are cooking this recipe, you can just go MIA for a while, play with your phone, go check your Instagram, or no. So you don't need to station here. It's not just the mothers who need to cook nowadays. I believe a lot of fathers are also into cooking, and Thermomix is perfect for people of all ages actually, not just for mothers, fathers. It is good for people in their retirement age. It's good for children to learn how to cook. Now, my daughter, although she is not really into cooking with the Thermomix, but whenever she wants to make pizza, she will never say no to Thermomix because she knows how much time and effort it saves her to make a very decent pizza dough. Okay, so my children love to use the Thermomix to make dough for their fresh pasta, for their pizza, for their cinnamon rolls. So whenever we are making buns, the children will sure say yes to Thermomix. So really, Thermomix is a perfect machine to complete your kitchen. It is perfect for anyone to use because it's very easy to use. All right, so our mashed potato is done. So this is how it looks like. We have 600 grams of peeled potatoes here. So now I will add in our 50 grams of grated cheese. I use mozzarella, okay, 50 grams, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So I will add in now. A 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Okay, we will blend this for 30 seconds at speed 4 until it is smooth. 30 seconds speed 4. So again, mashed potatoes is almost effortless in the Thermomix. You don't need to manually mash it. Thermomix makes the perfect mashed potatoes, very smooth, very creamy, and very easy, yeah? Okay. All right. So this is how your mashed potatoes should look like, okay? Now, it's very hot now. We are going to leave it aside first, because our filling is not ready, so just leave it aside. I will be away to get the baking dish. I really do hope that when you buy the Thermomix machine, you will make good use of it because there are so many recipes in the cookie dough, yeah? I believe it's over 50,000 recipes for you to explore. So there is no reason why you cannot whip up anything simple yet delicious for your family to enjoy. Yeah? If you are not interested in any cookbooks, the cookie dough have enough recipes for you to explore. Right, it's done. Okay, so now we are going to give everything a good stir and continue to cook for 80 minutes because we want the sauce to reduce. Alright, so we are going to cook this for 18 minutes at Varoma. Reverse speed 1. Okay, we are going to cook this for another 80 minutes for the sauce to reduce. And then only we will add in our roux to cook for the last 2 minutes. But because of timing issue, I've already cooked ahead a portion that is already been reduced, all right? So now I'm going to show you the reduced version one by adding the roux inside to cook for the last 2 minutes, okay? I'm going to replace this one with the one that I have already reduced the sauce. Okay, so I will cook this at the back office and I will bring back the one that I have reduced the sauce. Okay, Okay, so this is the one that I have cooked earlier on. Let me show you. It looks like this, which is reduced already, the sauce. And now the last step, let me put it here first. We are going to add in the roux, okay? The roux that we cooked just now earlier on. So we are going to add in this roux and cook for the final 2 minutes. Alright, there's that. Okay, let's cook for the final 2 minutes. 2 minutes. We are going to cook this for 2 minutes at Varoma, reverse speed 1. Okay, so we are just waiting for this filling to finish, and then we'll pour it in here, and then we will cover it with the mashed potato, and then we can bake it in the oven. Yeah. So to bake in the oven, basically you just need to melt the cheese that I sprinkle on top until it browns, and then it is ready to serve. All right, because everything is cooked, so the whole intention of putting it into the oven is to melt the cheese and to brown the cheese. So you can use a very high temperature to achieve it in the shortest time. So I would suggest 200 degrees Celsius for 20 to 25 minutes. All right. So like I said, everything is cooked, so there's nothing raw. All you need to do is to melt the cheese and to give it a nice brown color before you serve it. All right. So 1 more minute until the filling is ready, then we will pour it out into here. Okay. Very easy recipe, very delicious, and I hope you will cook this for your family to enjoy. I already preheat the oven here to 200 degrees Celsius. So we just need to brown the top basically. Okay, it's done. So this is our filling. I'm going to pour it into here. Just take away the bay leaf. Yep. Maybe it can fit all. Looks like the baking dish is enough to accommodate the entire recipe. Yeah. Alright, so it's this back. And now we will take out the mashed potato. Just spread it in. Maybe I'll grab a new spoon to help. Let me go and grab a new spoon, yeah? I'll be back because I need a clean spoon. Spread it. Right. smells so good. Okay, so now we just sprinkle on the cheese, a little will do, and then we can bake it until the cheese melts and the top is brown. Just put all on top. Okay, so this is how it should look like before you bake. Now we are going to bake this in the oven, at preheated oven to 200 degrees Celsius, okay, for 20 to 25 minutes or until the cheese melts and turns brown. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the oven now. I have prepared a little bit of garnish, which is just parsley. So my pie is ready, almost ready. I'm going to get it now. Okay, our shepherd's pie is ready. Okay, let me show to the camera. So it looks like this. Well, this is a little bit overdone, but just watch the fire next time, yeah. So yeah, this is our garnish. This is still very hot, so maybe we'll put our garnish later. I'll go and grab my Panna, Cotta, and the Gula Melaka syrup. Yeah. Okay, now we can garnish. Just okay. So these are the two recipes that I have prepared for you today in this Facebook Live. Pandan Panna Cotta with Gula Melaka syrup and the chunky shepherd's pie. I hope you will try the recipe. I hope you enjoy the Facebook Live and keep watching Thermomix Facebook for other lives with other future chefs, alright? So I'll see you again soon. Bye!